Welcome back. We're your hosts, Matt Vizzi
and Tim Vizzi.
This is Protect Your Vision.
Receiver at SMU, number 12, Provizion Sports and Entertainment. Protect your vision.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Protect Your Vision. We're your hosts, Matt Vizzi
and Tim Vizzi.
We have a very special guest on the show today, Jake Bailey, straight out of SMU.
I'm going to just throw it out there right now. Hashtag Bolitnikov Bailey. There's not a guy that we believe in more than this guy. People don't realize what you're able to do on the field. So I think that's one of the things that I'm most excited about.
Throwing over the middle, complete. That's Jake Bailey looking for the end zone.
Playing in a spread offense where they actually throw this thing.
Mordecai has time, finds it through the window. Nice move by Jake Bailey and gets in the end zone. A 35-yard touchdown pass.
You're really going to get a chance to shine and show what you can do. Played quarterback coming up your whole life. Like your attention to detail and how you know defenses work and what you're trying to find. And then you played your first 2 seasons in high school. You were a defensive player, right? Mm-hmm. So, and he was locked down there too. I mean, just his overall knowledge, very cerebral when it comes to the game. It's going to be legendary when people see it. And, it's going to be a surprise to them. And we're just going to sit back and say, man, we knew this was coming. Yeah. We knew this was coming.
You've already shown what you can do at the D1 level. Mm-hmm. You've succeeded at the D1 level. But now you're primed to explode. So what is your vision at SMU?
The immediate vision right now at SMU is, like you said, just to have the biggest year possible. I'm really trying to take everything I can, and then give it back to God. Give glory to God when it happens, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm ready for a big year. As many catches, touchdowns, yards as they'll give me, I want it. But no, for the vision, I want to, hopefully after this year I can go to the draft. That's the immediate goal. And then, in addition to that, just bringing as many people along as I can with me.
You're going to be in the public limelight. You're going to start entering that stage where a lot more people are going to know your name. Mm-hmm. You're going to be making plays on big stages. There's going to be a lot of things coming around, distractions, good things, bad things. How are you going to protect your vision? Mm-hmm. As your world expands?
It's a great question. I think a lot of it falls with Tim. Since day one, we started training together back, 2019, 2020, right when COVID hit. Mm. And it was right away, we just built the foundation, the consistency, the attention to detail, the relationship with God, the grounding, and that kind of was the base for everything. I can't stress it enough, and I'm 100% serious. All receivers, if you need to get right, that's the guy, When a couple years ago, I was right after my freshman year, played a little bit, did a little bit, got home, and I was like, all right, it's time to, flip a switch, time to, get right. So I hit up, one of my old coaches from Bosco.
Shout out Colin Lockett.
Coach
Lock.
Episode 1, Coach Lock.
Need you, Lock. Hit Lock up. Got somebody for me. I need a receiver coach. Got you. Got me with Tim, and day one it was rolling. You know what I'm saying? And we've been consistent. Every time I'm home, it's every day we're doing something since for the past 3 years. But really, I was average. I was the average 5'10" receiver who had a little bit of wiggle, and could get open sometimes. Got with Tim, and it's night and day. It's not even close. I'm nowhere near I would be without him, and it's just like I'm more grateful for Tim than I could ever put into words. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really, you know what I'm saying? It's deep. But and whenever I'm flustered, whenever and anything happens, I'm coming back to Tim, I'm coming back to you, getting grounded, you know what I'm saying? And it's right back to the work, right back to the, right, you know what I'm saying? Right back to the box where we just go and do our thing. But yeah. So
that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And watching you guys train, the chemistry is just wild. Your quickness, the smoothness, and just the way you guys work, even when there's other receivers there, other players there, and see how you guys are working together. It sets the standard for everybody. It's fun to watch.
It's a lab setting. It's so fun when you have someone who's such a pro like Jake and pays attention to every single little detail, because I'm figuring out stuff too. And we're just having conversation, going back and forth and figuring it out together.
Collaboration.
It's collaboration.
It's a collaboration.
It's not that, hey, this is the way to do it. It's, hey, this is the guideline. This is where we're at. And then let's figure this out together. Oh, how you feeling? It's a lab setting that really lets us elevate and jump that next level.
It's really unlike any feeling. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, when we find, like, when
we start laughing.
Like, when we find, like, that right step, you know, exactly where that foot's supposed to go on that breaker. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the most addicting feeling ever. And, like, that's probably, like, the most foundational, like, feeling of what's driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the feeling of what's driving this whole thing. And then on top of that, it's, you know, communicating, keeping that circle tight. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people who want to bring you down, who want to, you know, you can't. Obviously, we all know, and there's so many haters. So just keeping that circle tight, keeping the constant communication with the right people, you know, daily communication with the right people. And, you know, just remembering every single day what the plan is, what the goal is, what we're here to do, you know, and staying consistent. And then obviously keeping that relationship with God. Whenever someone blows up your head, whenever you think you're, you know, something that you're not, remember why you are, you know, remember why you have what you have.
I got chills, man. I got chills. I got chills. I mean, you're dialed in, man. That's how you protect your vision. Life, even beyond sports, is a game that you gotta play right. You know what I mean? You got to make the right choices. If you play it right, you can elevate. You got to win to elevate, right? Yep. You have to win to elevate, and to win, you got to take the right steps. Preparation,
no doubt,
right? The training, the mental aspects. Yeah, it sounds like you got all of that dialed in. I've seen it. I mean, you do have it all dialed in.
It's God, you know. He's placing the right people in my life, you know, keeping me on the right path. It could have gone so many different ways, but you know, I'm here, and I'm just blessed to be here.
We love you, bro. I mean, you're like a brother to us, and
100%.
Just being on the journey with you and being able to play a part, it's special to see where you've gone already. And then, I mean, we've already talked about this, you know, the long-term vision, where you're going. It's only gonna get better from here.
It really is us, though. You know, it is us. It's nice to know that when that happens, when we do, you know, elevate, when that time comes, when the money comes, I have the people to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? I know that when we sign that first big contract, the next day, me and Tim are gonna be back on the field doing the same shit we were doing on the first day of training. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking on the business aspect of things, when we talk about the nil deal a little bit.
NIL, name, image, likeness.
Yep.
Jake Bailey, the first ever Strut endorsed athlete. So congrats on that, bro.
Thank you.
Awesome to be there for that awesome moment. I think the first of many things like that, but such a great, I think, collaboration. The Strut team is amazing. Some of the best people we know.
Scott Struther.
Shout out to all you guys over at Strut.
Yes, sir.
But I just love this pairing.
Right.
So talk about that. Talk about this new nil deal.
I met Scott maybe, last year, a couple of years ago. You guys introduced me to him. I had a couple of dinners. The tournament was a big, you know, turning point. He finally got to see me in action a little bit. Got to see me play a little bit, and we did our thing like we said. So he was like, yeah, you know, want to, you know, be a part of the team, and you know, from my side, it's, you know, please, like a guy with, you know, so many connections, you know, in a powerful position, got his own business. And then, you know, a couple weeks ago, we were like, let's lock something in, you know, officially. So Tim helped out with the contract, you know, got it all set up, and you know, we were able to get something done. And to be able to, you know, be with a team like this who's so established and, you know, solidified in the community and doing the right things with so many different corporations, the Elephant Corporation, saving elephants in Africa, and just doing the right thing. That's who I want to be involved with. Like-minded people who have the same goal, same love for people. And it really is a great situation. I'm blessed to be a part of the team, for sure. Shout out, Scott. Appreciate you.
That heart that you got has attracted this life that's taking place. I mean, I even think about you played at St. John Bosco with Coach Locke, and I'm just thinking about the steps that had to unfold to you meeting Tim.
Right.
To these things kind of taking course, right? And that's the importance of relationships, the importance of family, the importance of people looking out for you all the way around the spectrum, right? Everybody's looking out for each other. How can we set each other up for success?
And right there is the second part of the vision, I think, and the part of all of our visions. That's why we come together. It's why we're so cohesive, is because we want to bring everyone, as many people along as we can.
Come on.
We want to help people realize how much, you know, sports can do for you outside of just the field, the relationships, the opportunities, you know, how many different people you can meet. That's what we're here to, that's what we all want to do. It's what we all like doing. And like you said, we got it all. We got the whole team. It's not just receiver training. When I got to look the part and I got to take off my shirt and get ready for the combine and pro day, I got my guy here. You know what I'm saying?
We've got some
what I'm saying? Like when I need to get my strength.
Shaking the house over here,
when I need to get the strength up. When we do speed training, we got Moody. So we got.
Shout out Coach Moody. Yes, sir.
Shout out Moody. We got, so we got the right people. It's the biggest thing. That support system, the people around you, that's the biggest thing.
Big shout out to your whole family, man. Mom,
no
pops,
doubt. Yeah,
bro.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Your lady
Pop,
too.
raising me good. That's huge.
But your whole family, man, is just a bunch of superstars. You got your bro who played college ball, big college ball as well.
Shout out CB.
You know, your sister right now next in line, star soccer player. Like the whole entire Bailey family is just a bunch of good people and a bunch of great athletes. You know what I mean? Great people, great athletes.
Appreciate it.
They do it all, man.
I've been, like I said, just blessed to have the right role models around me growing up. And then at the same time, being blessed to have the diversity and the culture, being born and raised in San Clemente, California, in the suburbs, a nice area, no issues growing up, got everything I wanted, blessed. Then to, but Pops taking me up to LA every day and middle school, elementary school to hoop and AAU basketball to get that sense of, to get that, the dog in me, to get that pit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to build that, grind a little bit, driving me up to LA, sacrificing that time. And then high school, me driving up to St. John Bosco an hour and some change away every day in LA to go to high school and to get in the mix with those dudes, to be around, like-minded people who want to, do what we want to do, but being able to see both sides, I feel like is rare. Not a lot of people have that insight of both sides. So all that to say, that helps me understand perspectives, understand where people are coming from, understand how people think a little bit better. So on the field, maybe I can break something down a little differently. In life, maybe I can break something down a little differently for someone who's struggling, someone who's going through something.
How is your relationship with God and your faith
and
just factored into this?
And again, I hate to, always come back to it, but Tim, getting me,
Amen.
getting
He's the best.
me,
I love
what I'm
that.
saying? Getting me when we start training, and then we slowly but surely, work in Bible study and work in, little group sessions and things like that, where back when I was, middle school, young high school, I was really in touch with God, really, locked in, dialed in, had faith, and then, the struggles come and, hard times come and you start to question and you start to lose touch a little bit. And so, everybody goes through that, but came back and, God gives me the right people to put me back on the right track, start doing the right things again. And slowly but surely work our way back up to that relationship we once had. But that's impossible without someone giving me the little push. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm back to the point where I feel a lot closer, a lot stronger. It takes weight off my shoulders, the pressure off my shoulders, knowing I have that force, you know what I'm saying, that power, that, that support from, everybody.
You got the Lord's favor, man. You do on your life. And it's amazing when we're doing the right things and we're living the life, that God has designed for us, his purpose, his will, how much clearer things become. You know what I mean? That even the things in the past, they start to make sense. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just a coincidence,
right.
God lining things up. And sometimes you got to be tested and go through those valleys in order to, reach those new heights and continue that climb and reach those new peaks and have that new perspective, Call it practicing perspective. It's like we got to practice that daily, like you said, and giving gratitude. I mean, that's the calibrator, right? When we start with that and we realize how blessed we really are, it kind of puts things all into perspective.
Tough times are coming still, and that's when we got to batten down and get even stronger with it. So
that's what fires me up about life. You gotta be built for it. You gotta be built to be able to get through things and still elevate. And now you become a force. A force that can't be stopped, a force that's too strong to be taken down, no matter what happens.
Man, gosh, this was a special one, bro. Love you to death. Just so stoked at where you're at, where you're going. And we've been talking about this for a while, getting you on Protect Your Vision, because you were somebody who embodies that, who lives that. Couldn't think of a better person to really live that lifestyle, the epitome, you know what I mean? So we're just so proud of you, bro, and we can't wait for this next step. It's gonna be special, man. Get ready.
No doubt. This is really we're still in the early stages of the journey. We're building up and we're coming together. So we'll be up soon.
Yes, sir.
We'll be there.
Let's go.
I'm just doing what I gotta do.